This is News Now, reaching you live from iBrandTV News Studio in Lagos, Nigeria. Coming up, the Attorney General of the 36 states of the Federation dragged the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, before the Supreme Court. Oyo State government warned illegal miners to desist from the act or be ready to face the wrath of the law. The Controller General of the Federal Fire Service, FFS, Dr. Liman Ibrahim, threatened to withdraw firemen from states that cannot guarantee their safety. Telecommunication service shut down the 13 local governments in Katsina State. Many thanks for joining us on News Now. Here are some stories we're tracking at this hour. My name is Margaret Opara. The President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, says he will do all in his power to see that hardworking Nigerians succeed in their various endeavors. Buhari spoke at a town hall meeting with Southeast leaders in Owerri during his one-day official visit to Imo State. Also noted that he wants to be remembered as the president who stabilized Nigeria in the area of security, economic prosperity, and triumphs over corruption. According to a communique by his special media aide, Femi Additional, the president emphasized that with less than 2 years left in his 8-year tenure, security still remains a major priority for his administration. The president told Southeast leaders that while fighting corruption in Nigeria had become sophisticated and difficult, he would continue to strive to leave a lasting legacy of integrity and accountability in the system. And also a former deputy director of the Department of Security Service, Adam Abo, has faulted a call made by some politicians that people should defend themselves to fight insecurity. He said such call is needless and may lead to anarchy.
Think out of the box to bring the solution to the present crisis. Because like some people have advocated for, individuals should arm themselves and begin to defend themselves. The negative effect of that is enormous. Because before you know it, some people will say, okay, I saw you looking at my wife. Before you know it, you raise gun. And it will become a lawless country. So it is better, and I think what the federal government in particular should do now, they should intensify the recruitment and training of more security personnel across board in this country. Back them up with adequate equipment in terms of those that use arms and technology, latest technology. If you look at the current successes being recorded by the defense forces, and I want to use this opportunity to thumbs up for them, great achievements we have been following.
Before we go on, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. And now to other stories. Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has said he's not a bandit lover. In an apparent response to the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Additional. Additional, in an article titled, "I like this pampering, don't you?" He had hailed the military for its offensive against bandits in the north. The military's action was faulted by Gumi, who said that those at the receiving end are going nowhere, adding that they are already in the battle gear. Without mentioning the cleric's name, the presidential aide had said a bandit lover is on record as saying military offensive would not work and that the bandits are going nowhere. End of quote. Now, reacting, Gumi, in an article titled, "One has never been a solution anytime, anywhere," disassociated himself from the bandit lover tag. He said, and I quote, "I'm not a bandit lover, but my country lover, my region lover, my state lover, and my people lover and humanity lover." End of quote. And now the Lagos State chapter of the Inter-Party Advisory Council of Nigeria had commended members of the Lagos State House of Assembly for passing the value-added tax and the anti-open grazing bills 2021. Abiodun Salami, IPAC's publicity secretary, in a statement made available on Friday in Lagos, described the action of the House as a bold step towards bringing a harmonious relationship among all ethnic groups in the state. According to IPAC, the bills would not only enhance the economy of the state, but also guide against lawlessness. With the anti-open grazing bill, the peaceful coexistence of farmers and herders would further promote unity and development. Now, away from that, the Oyo State government has warned illegal miners to desist from the act or be ready to face the wrath of the law. Chairman of Oyo State Mineral Development Agency, Abiodun Oni, who disclosed this yesterday in Ibadan, also warned operators within the state to comply with the extant rules and regulations guiding the mining industry. Oni therefore warned illegal miners who embark on mining activities without official permission and revenue defaulters to desist from those acts. Besides, he said the state government was ready to partner with relevant stakeholders to increase the state resource control and economic development. Meanwhile, Nigerians have expressed disappointment about the state of power supply in Nigeria. Speaking with our correspondent, the concerned Nigerians urged the federal government to tackle the epileptic power supply bedeviling the nation.
Actually, the way they are giving us light there, at least we're supposed to be having light for 18 hours, but they are giving us no less than 6 hours. And the way they are bringing the bills, most areas there, they are not prepared. They are giving us estimated bill. How can a house that a family live be giving 20,000 naira to go and pay? Those people that is unprepared, that they want to get their own prepared, they are paying at least, if they want to charge, they are charging at least 5,000 in a month, sometimes 3,000. Then they are giving person that is living in a room self-contained 20,000. And some people that is living in the 18 rooms also, you give them the same amount of 18,000, which is strong. There's at least the way they are billing there is so exorbitant.
All right, my view about NEPA, or the power holding company of Nigeria, is to an extent anyway. Let me say that trying, but the best is not good enough because their bills these days are very crazy. Sometimes per day we do have like between 12 hours to 14 hours per day. But the most important thing or the most annoying thing is the bill. The bill is very crazy. It's too much. Yeah. If compared to the average Nigerian, so we're not talking about the big shots, the common man on the street, the thing is causing trouble in some compound, especially those compounds you have to do with face me or face you. The thing is causing problem.
In my own area in Ikorodu, they only bring it in the, let me say, in the around 10 in the morning sometimes. They will now switch off the light around 8 or 9 in the night. They will now bring it around after 12 in the midnight and switch off again around 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me say the same bill they are giving a room and parlor self-contained. They are giving another house that maybe duplex like 4 bungalow there. So the same bill they used to bring.
And moving on, the Controller General of the Federal Fire Service, Dr. Liman Ibrahim, has threatened to withdraw firemen from states that cannot guarantee the safety of his men. This in a statement issued by the FFS spokesperson, Mrs. Ugo Hawan, in Abuja on Friday. Ibrahim emphasized that he had continued to call for the protection of his men, stressing that it was now time to take action. This is even as he has called for the up 10 time for firemen to be accompanied by security personnel following the recent wave of attacks on firemen. While condemning the most recent attack on firemen in Kogi on Thursday night, he vowed that those behind the acts will surely be brought to book. He expressed grief and displeasure over the attack, pointing out that this was the second time that firemen would be attacked in Kogi while on duty. He again called on state government to ensure protection of their firemen, stressing that the service would no longer take future attacks lying low. Also, telecommunication service has been shut down in Katsina State. At least 13 local government areas are affected by the developments, which may not be unconnected with the ongoing security operations against bandits. The affected local government areas are on the fringes of the Rugu forest, while most of the bandits are hiding. The other three include Fantua Bakori and Mulufashi. Meanwhile, a medical practitioner has revealed that 3 out of 10 women in Nigeria have fibroid. Speaking on iBrandTV breakfast show Daybreak, Dr. Ben Olowojebutu provided insight into causes, symptoms, and management of fibroid.
Every 10 women has fibroids, and it's increasing now because some people say use of contraceptives, you know, late marriages. A lot of women are looking for the tall, dark, and handsome men. They're not getting married on time, you know. Those things allow the fibroid to grow because normally the womb should not be fallow. Something must grow in the womb. That's what scientists say. So the longer the womb stays fallow, the hormones that stimulate the fibroids to grow will work more and fibroid to grow in the woman. So we say average between 30 and 35 years old people in Africa has the ability to develop fibroid. But now it's coming younger. I've seen patients less than 25 having fibroids now. You know, it's very, 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 very common now. And it's peculiar to Africa, you know, African Americans, Africans, you know. We will not say it's a genetic mutation or something, but peculiarity of these fibroids are found in African people. Maybe because, you know, I don't know, people say because we are black. I don't know why.
Is it because of weather factor? Or?
It's not weather anything. It's not. There's no factor that's linked it with any gene, any race. But because of the years and because of the amount of fibroids we see them more in black people, more in black Americans, more in black Asians, black people. So we've not been able to decipher if there's any correlation between their genetic mutation, their genetic configuration with the fibroid. We know that it's more common in black people. It's a disease ravaging women. I call them monsters because when you see the symptoms, you'll be amazed how some women cope. You know, it's a lot of work, a lot of stress. One of the predisposing factors that can make you have fibroids. If you started menstruating as a woman at 11 years old and you're now 40 years old,
all right,
or married, no pregnancy, that means you've menstruated for 29 years of your life without a break. The womb cannot be that fallow for that long. Something must grow in the womb. Then the fibroid will develop. Well, you know our parents didn't have fibroid. When they have fibroid? Because they got married earlier and they had multiple children. So when you're pregnant, 1 year you carry the baby, no menstruation. So the womb is what is relaxed. The hormones are just relaxed. Then another 1 year you breastfeed, that's 2 years. So 2 years of not menstruating reduces the capacity of the womb to produce the fibroid.
For the remaining parts of that insightful video, please visit our YouTube page.